All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Boku no... No, I'm just kidding. My Hero Academia.
The finale.
The Season 1 finale.
Right.
Which is probably just going to just end things, you know? Just kind of close things up, put a cap on it, just kind of slowly just resolve all the things. Do you think there's going to be any kind of crazy developments that'll happen at the very end? Like any kind of twists or cliffhangers?
There could be. I'd say there's about a 40% chance that they're going to do something crazy.
Yeah, I'm still wondering about how All Might's going to get through this without revealing his identity.
Right.
Or the secret of his power at all. Mm-hmm. But given that Nomu is just gone, he got plus ultra to the heavens right there. The thing is going to be whether or not they could maybe capture any of the other villains.
Right.
That would be kind of interesting.
That would be pretty cool. I could see the Hands guy making for a really good prisoner character.
Potentially, but I don't know if they can really restrain him given that he can has that kind of shatter disintegration quirk. So that'd be interesting.
Kind of tough.
I would like to see if anything maybe the circle of people that know All Might has this alter ego, get a little bit bigger and get a little bit more awkward and kind of a little bit tense because they have to keep it quiet, but these people aren't the people that we can trust, but it's like they might be kids or something, and it's like kids can make mistakes and stuff like that because Deku already did and told Bakugo. Right. If Bakugo starts seeing stuff like this, then it adds validity to what Deku told him in the past, so that could be kind of interesting. Other than that, I'd like to see a little bit of stuff with other side characters kind of coming all regrouping together and being like, wow, that was a thing,
Right, and
talking about it.
Because, All Might probably won't be able to beat Hands Guy.
Well, I'm thinking, actually, the Hands Guy and the Portal, Kuroguri, if they don't see an advantage to staying, they'll just book out. They could leave anytime they want. Yeah. I'm guessing Kuroguri doesn't really have too much range limitation on his portals. Mm-hmm. But it could be really interesting. So let's see what's gonna happen next. Dude, that scratching is really gonna bug me. Ooh, did that guy lie to me?
Okay.
Ooh. Yep, I knew there was an insider. Oh. He's playing the intimidation card.
Yeah.
Come at me, bro.
Right, that way they'll run away with the portal right before his power gets
but that's a gamble. Yeah. Because that smoke, that steam, that... Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, he has no time.
It's possible I'm only like this because I lack the strength to stand. But
right, it's exactly like Princess Bride, yeah. Drop your sword. Oh man, he can't even move.
Shoot.
But that's even better because he doesn't need to move.
Right.
Oh, that was great. He's the sensible villain. He's not getting emotionally compromised here. Oh, there's hands around his neck. Oh, I just had a crazy idea. I just had a really crazy idea.
Okay, I'm a little bit excited that this is happening because, it would have been a little anticlimactic if they just left.
Yeah, I agree.
So this is your time to shine.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, he can't do anything.
Yep, here we go.
Oh, he leapt with his legs. They're already broken. Ow! Oh!
Oh, yeah, yeah, he's just... Oh, yeah.
Oh! 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 Oh, crap! Wow. Oh, reinforcements? Hey, McCree's here! It's high noon.
Straight up. Like...
And he uses guns. That's
awesome.
Alright. Jeez, he's like the villain killer. Well, it took you long enough.
Yeah.
Oh, holy crap! Look at these designs!
Oh, yeah! Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, yes, please do something awesome. Oh my gosh! I mean, I knew he could do things with his voice because his name was like microphone or something, but
yeah.
like
that
what?
is awesome.
Oh, clones. Well, that's
okay.
stupid. That's
well.
stupidly strong. Yeah, and save All Might. I mean, you know.
He's like, okay, okay.
Yeah. Oh! 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 Oh, 13's back. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, they might get everyone. He's just staring him down. It's so awesome. Yeah, he got away. No, you saved All Might.
You did a lot.
Because even though... Yeah. Oh, wait. That's like a half and half.
Yeah.
Like, look. That's really cool.
That is really freaking cool.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and...
You know what?
And
because it looks like you were asking for help. It's the
Yeah.
same thing
Uh-huh.
every time.
Yep.
That's
and I love that he
fantastic.
said, you saved me again, because the first time he didn't actually save him physically, he saved him from becoming...
Apathy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Whoa. Earthbending? Well, that's strong. He's a rock, basically.
Yeah.
Like... Ooh, here we go,
Oh, yeah.
Villain recap. Dude, you got shot. How are you gonna heal from that?
Is the portal guy still there?
Yeah. Oh, master. Wait a minute. That voice. Oh, there's multiple ones. Okay. That voice reminds me of, like, Aizen or something from Bleach.
Yeah.
He got punted.
Yep.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, gather the real villains, you know. Oh, interesting.
Okay.
The anti-All Might. Right. Oh, that's cool. I'm liking how the villains and the heroes are setting up to be kind of parallels of each other.
Yeah.
Todoroki probably never saw her.
Yeah.
I almost froze her! No one cares. That's good. Because he had his face smashed into the floor multiple times. That's the thing that's...
Yeah.
His quirk might be weakened. How do you treat something like that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Now he's like, what in the heck was Deku gonna do?
Oh. Wow. He was beaten so hard, he just went inert, basically.
Either that, or he only responds to commands from people that are like his superiors.
Sure. I still don't like that little rat thing.
He reminds me of Winnie the Pooh.
Well, see, I really think they have someone inside on all this, and someone had to know a little bit about All Might's situation and stuff, and they specifically mentioned him as being one of the people that knows. This guy also gives me a weird vibe. Yeah, All Might's such a good guy. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a massacre.
4.
Yep.
That's
true.
No, the students as well. Yeah, all of them. Yeah. They've all become legends now.
Sure.
Oh, they gave them all confidence.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because they have this victory on their belts, you know. It's kind of a, hey, look what we did. We can do this again.
And they're not going to give themselves too much credit for just doing school stuff.
Right. Ooh.
What?
All right, we finished season 1.
Yes, and that was awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I'm glad that it wasn't a just, we were beaten, let's leave.
Yeah.
And then they, like, actually, you know, gave it their little bit, but, you know, saved it the last minute, kind of stereotypically by the heroes showing up.
But it was still...
Oh my gosh, they were so cool. That's the thing. This show does rule of cool really well.
It does.
They have a freaking McCree sharpshooter guy for just, you know, whatever. And I don't even think... you know, Overwatch was even showing concept art of McCree at the time. So this is just awesome. He was just fantastic. And then they had that clone guy who looked like a freaking alien.
Yep.
It was really cool.
Oh, man.
They had the microphone guy.
Yes, that was
great.
I absolutely love that they actually put, like, the text of,
yes!
like, his screaming.
Yes, that was like, such a good choice.
That was like that. That reminded me of like those dubstep videos where they'll have like the guns or something, or they'll like blast like their music at people, and it's just like, oh my god.
Oh, dubstep guns. That's a funny YouTube video. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay, so no one saw All Might's form. All Might's form is probably weakened, is what I think they're hinting at. And is that he's worried he might not even have an hour, because he had 3 hours prior to this. So now he's saying he might have lost about 2/3 at least of his power at least in terms of duration.
And I think that'll be really cool because then they'll be able to have stuff happen in the second season, I think, where All Might now it's not just that he maybe shouldn't do the smaller like villain fighting,
right?
But like no, that is like an absolute no because they need to keep him as like that ace in the hole.
Exactly, in case something really bad comes. And that's what I think they're hinting at, is that, this was a fun little thing, and it would lead to something really big that's coming, and little did we know what was coming. So before we talk about whoever that Ninja Turtle-looking villain was, how about the little scene with All Might and Deku in the hospital where they're talking about what this attack meant for the students?
Yes,
I think that's great. The highlight of the episode.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was
like, other than just kind of the wrapping up of the fight and stuff. But that's really important for a story to do stuff like that.
That was awesome because like the way I see it, it's kind of like the when you're at college, you know, and it's like you're learning all this stuff for college, but then they want you to have the 2 years job experience, you know,
right?
Like this is their 2 years job experience kind of a thing where they're like, okay, now
in one day,
in 1 day, now they know like the real deal of being a superhero and all
exactly
that.
It's coming to terms with the fact that there will be people who stand up to you and have power of their own, and that, you know, you need to protect yourself, but more so you need to protect those around you.
Yeah.
And I think while most of them just were doing this to protect themselves and stuff, there were little groups that formed from this, and those are kind of, you know, really special bonds and stuff. So I feel like the one that kind of stood out to me was Kirishima and Bakugo.
Oh yeah,
I kind of saw them as like, hey, they formed something. They formed some kind of kinship of kind of, hey, bro.
Yeah,
let's kick some ass. You know,
right?
They're like they got stuff done. But also we saw Todoroki and Deku join up with them as well as a group of 4.
Yep.
To help All Might. Which is something that they're going to remember as like, hey, we helped take down
we helped save All Might.
Actual villains and save All Might. Yeah, that's a big deal. Also, there were the people that helped 13 with getting rid of Kuroguri so that Ida could get away. And that was, you know, the little D&D session thing where they had that little elaborate getting rid of the villain thing. That was pretty cool. But specifically with the confidence, I feel like that's something that's important here, is that all these, you know, kids are kids. And when they have these quirks and stuff, they have these powers and they have, you know, been trained in them and they are going to use them to become superheroes. There's going to be moments where their confidence will waver and they won't, you know, fully believe themselves. They're all like, you know, we go and go and go. But what if they were to face something that actually caused them to despair? Like they had an actual threat that was so insurmountable that they were just like, I'm useless.
Right, and then they just shut down.
They just shut down,
Right.
I think that they'll be reminded of this and go, hey, a warp quirk, some monster as strong as All Might.
And some disintegrating guy.
We got this, guys. We can do this. And it's going to be a little bit, you know, power of friendship. But I think it's more so going to be, look at the accomplishments we've done.
Yeah.
So
it'll also be really cool. Like a lot of the times in Shonen, there seems to be something where like the other characters will sort of like look up to the main character because of, you know, for some reason.
Right.
But a lot of times it doesn't feel like it's deserved in my mind, but this definitely seems
genuine.
like one of those things where it's like they were all doing nothing and then Deku was the one that jumped in and granted almost got killed, but he jumped in. Right. And I think that's something that the other people will remember.
Even if Bakugo's just going to remember that it was really fast. He was like, when did Deku move? Like, that's impressive. But other people are going to see that he's the kind of guy that really puts others' needs above himself at the sacrifice of his own, you know, body because of how his quirk works. According to them, that's why they have their little stories to why he hasn't used his quirk, you know, that much. Because it's, you know, it's dangerous. But it's going to be interesting moving forward to see if these groups form even tighter bonds. Because I could see there being, in the second season, you know, more kind of inter-class tension where we get moments to have like really strong friendships develop from it. Like we already have Ida and Uraraka and Deku being
Yeah.
kind of the...
And Sue's kind of getting thrown into that mix a bit too.
Yeah, exactly. But that extra development could happen where they come into small conflicts, but also like greater conflicts, kind of what they're hinting at the end there.
Yeah.
Where they're then able to rely on each other with more confidence because they've, done these kinds of things in the past. So that's just awesome.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
That's going to be fantastic.
So there was kind of a cliffhanger.
Yes.
It wasn't really a cliffhanger because the story
Had
up until the
finished.
credits, like, really did the... We're going to show a shot of every student and then look into the sun and then it's over. And it's like, that was satisfying. And then they're like, all right, we got to tease season 2.
Yeah.
So here's some kind of...
Ninja Turtle.
Turtle. Yeah. So he has some kind of animalistic qualities because that tongue was very lizard-like. Mm-hmm. He... I'm guessing it's a he, but it might not be.
And it looked like he had a sword, right?
Oh, no, that was definitely a sword. That was some kind of katana.
Right.
It might have even been long enough to be like a nodachi, like, just really big sword. But there was like tattered clothing and kind of like all this gear and stuff on its back. And so like this makes me think like, is this some kind of like legit villain, or is this like some kind of legend, like someone that's like skirting the edge of like hero and villain? Because
some sort of like Batman-ish, but like a bit more villainy.
Because here's what I'm thinking. We had the scene in the bar, right?
Yes.
And there were the people behind the screen talking to them, and I heard 2 voices. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Now I theorize that there's a scientist that created Nomu.
Okay.
And I think that was not the master. Like.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's the.
I hope it wasn't.
I kind of agree. Well, the thing is that whatever Shigaraki. What was the hands guy's name?
I think that
yeah. But he kept saying that guy could have beat All Might. Like that guy could have done this. That guy was wrong. Like and I think that guy is got to be his master.
Right.
Because if he said master like out loud. Because that's the thing. I think Shigaraki is actually talking out loud to himself. Like, he's a little bit crazy.
Okay, and that's why
why he didn't say things like my master.
Sure, because then they would know that maybe there was more going on. All right.
Right. So the League of Villains thing is BS, apparently.
Which I'm so happy for because, like...
That's cheesy as crap. Like, that's
cheesy
so
as crap, yeah. So it's like the fact that they're saying, like, League of Villains, no, that's dumb. Like...
but because they have their own group and they're, like, gather the elite and stuff, it makes it seem like he's separate from that because he's solo. He's not just one of the elites. That other guy on the skyscraper, he's like someone really dangerous. Like I like that idea. Also with the tattered clothing and stuff, he has that kind of rogue aspect where he's like Batman, but like he uses swords and stuff.
Like an evil Batman, that would be really cool to see. But like he's not like 100% evil or whatever. Like there's those little bits of redeeming qualities or something. But like
but we saw the tongue. The guy's crazy.
Yeah.
Like that's the psycho lick, you know.
Okay.
It's like okay,
that's true.
Like maybe the twisted thing that's gonna happen is that like his thing is he does something that ostracizes him from society. That's why he hides in the dark or something.
Sure.
But I got like that kind of, I mean, this is a little bit gross, but he's got that kind of like that eating vibe. Like he actually like eats people. Like that would be disgusting. Like he chops them. Like he's a serial killer. What
if he was actually so crazy that the villains actually don't want to interact?
Right. Like, that was my thing. Was like he's so strong that the villains are like, yeah, we don't screw with that guy. Like he kind of does his thing. But with the villains, I think they're hinting at a mirrored version of All Might and Deku in the Shigaraki master thing. Because Shigaraki, he said, you are going to be a symbol. Right. He's basically trying to make him into All Might.
Right.
Which is what All Might is trying to do with Deku, but with power. So he's doing it symbolically.
Right.
And making Shigaraki basically the symbol of fear.
Right.
And whereas All Might's a symbol of peace. So it's like, they're diametrically opposed. It's wonderful.
And what a great person to have be the symbol of fear. I mean, like...
He's terrifying looking.
Yeah.
But, those hands. What did you think about the hands on the neck? Because I have a very specific theory about this.
Well, there's always just the creepy thing of, like, maybe he's into, like, suffocation or something. Like asphyxiation.
Oh my god, that's not at all what I was thinking. Wow. Okay. No. Okay. Like, so we've seen him at the school, and he didn't have the hands on, right?
Right.
But the more and more I think about the hands, the more I think, like, they're not seals. Like, they actually are a means of him being controlled.
Oh, so he's like the puppet of...
He is the puppet of the
master guy,
so,
and those are the master's hands,
so the hands are maybe a tool to kind of be the extension of the master's will.
Yeah.
Because when we talked about the father kind of connection from, like, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood...
Yeah.
I'm thinking, like, this is kind of the son, you know? It's the one that's getting that, like, yes.
Yeah, you are my chosen one.
You'll be the chosen one.
Yeah.
You will be the anti-All Might. And it's like, oh, that's so disgusting. And it's not even that we could even become, like, we could even come close to guessing what purpose they have. But the symbology is that, like, he's choked underneath the...
Sure.
And he's restrained, he's choked underneath the aspirations and the designs of something else, of someone else.
That's really good.
It's this really cool picture.
Now, okay. If that was actually true, then we could get some really cool, like, villain against villain thing where he's trying to break free of the control of his master.
Because right now, I would say yes, but that's like way
down the road.
Because what we see right now, I think, is Shigaraki really hates All Might.
Yes.
Like, there's some deep personal reasons for that. And whatever that is, I think that might be being used by the master to manipulate him.
Sure.
But when they were talking, or at least when he was listening to the master talk and stuff, he didn't seem to have any resentment or anything. It was just kind of like, he was just kind of like listening intently, like, my master speaks, I listen. He maybe has a little bit more of the servant thing. But it would be interesting to see kind of a Cinder Salem thing where we find out that Shigaraki is the Cinder and Salem is up here.
That's
and there's he's actually not,
like
he's not the really strong one. He's just kind of, you know, one of the elite, you know.
Yeah.
But there's like at least a few more that are way, way more above his pay grade. And they didn't think they even needed anything more to beat All Might.
Sure.
So they sent in Nomu.
Right.
Because Nomu was as strong as All Might, apparently.
And they had the freaking warp gate guy.
But the thing is, that... Oh, man, there's so many implications, man.
I know.
What do you feel like about the insider theory? Like,
I think it's the principal.
Yeah.
Because,
I am suspicious now of not only the principal, I'm also suspicious of that police officer guy. Because they both know All Might's
That's true.
identity. And the police officer guy was introduced just all of a sudden. It's like, of course, this guy is so-and-so. Yeah, he's totally cool. He's my best friend in the police force.
And they even gave that, like, statement of, like, who this person means, like, what this person is to All Might and everything.
They didn't even do that for the principal.
They didn't even do that for the principal.
Because the principal has a role.
Right, he has a role. Here's the thing that makes me worried about the principal. If he can fight, and he's good...
He probably is.
Okay, but there's a possibility that he might not be, because he was with All Might, right?
Okay.
Ida went to get help. He got All Might, and then went to get more people. It would make sense that the principal was still with him at that time. Why didn't the principal go with All Might? Why did he go with Ida to get more people?
Because I don't think... No. That's not what happened. All Might went towards the school, and Ida met up with him on the way.
Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
That would have been pretty damning evidence if that actually was what happened. But no, the principal was in a separate thing.
Okay.
So then once Ida and All Might met, All Might, boom, went.
Yeah.
And Ida continued toward the school because All Might told them to get the rest of the teachers.
Okay, yeah.
And then they rounded up everyone, and they came as fast as they could.
Okay.
But yes, I still feel like there's a little bit of suspicions thrown at the principal. Mainly because I don't think we don't know anything about him. Right. And he's supposed to know All Might's true identity. But heck, Recovery Girl is actually the one that would be the most horrible, betrayal ever, because she's watched like exactly his status change,
I think we can be safe. We're safe on that though, because otherwise she could have been like, "Oh, I couldn't save him. He was hurt too badly." Like, do you think she might have been able
All
to do
Might
that?
was conscious.
Okay,
it's not he was
point.
dying.
Good
it's
point.
just that he was weakened.
Yeah.
Like, that's how strong All Might was.
Yeah.
In this whole fight and stuff, he was not in any critically injured state. He was just weakened, like, a lot.
Yeah.
Which means that, if he got hit a couple more times, he would then get critically injured.
Right.
But that's just how good he is. So, wow. Fantastic stuff.
That's awesome.
Season 2 has 24 or 25 episodes, so we're going to be getting a lot of story.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, and, with having a longer second season, they could do a lot more than what they did in this prologue.
Yes.
So the prologue did a ton. The pacing at the beginning was very fast.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that it was, and then it naturally slowed down a little bit.
Right.
Do you feel like in the second season that they need to strike a balance between those two pacings, or they need to choose one or the other?
I think they're going to strike a balance between the two pacings, but here's what I think they're going to do. A lot of times when you have something that has like a double length, or just a full length season, not half seasons, they'll do 2 stories.
Oh, two arcs.
Yeah. So
sure.
They kind of did that in like Attack on Titan, you know.
So you think that this next season will just be completely disjointed in a way, and they'll just start a new arc, basically? I mean, they have the tie-in. It's that guy on the skyscraper.
Yeah.
He is the second arc, I'm guessing.
Right.
So
I think they'll do a little bit of like school stuff at the beginning, because they have to like see that everything's going back to normal. But then of course everything gets out of hand, and then they'll have a really cool story that'll work with like a mid-season finale. So just because it's twice the length, it won't be all slow stuff.
Yeah, because technically this one also had a mid-season finale with the tower kind of 2v2 team battle thing.
Yes.
And then they resumed school stuff, more typical school stuff, and then went towards USJ and that whole thing. Okay, cool. So this is looking really good. Other than that, I'm really liking just the characters in this show.
Oh yeah, they're awesome.
I'm really liking the characters in this show. Even when they introduce new characters, and I'm like, okay, well, another character, and we don't know anything about them except, say they're a police officer that All Might really trusts and stuff. Yeah. I'm like, I'm instantly suspicious of you. I still appreciate that shows like this, they expect us to be able to keep track of this, because I feel complimented. I feel complimented. Thank you. That's a great word for it. That they're basically trusting such a large cast to us, even though we'll continually forget the names
and you do
just
like
refer
large
to them
casts.
as quirks. I do like large casts. It's true. All right. So now that this season is over, should we do any kind of discussion before we go into season 2, or should we just get into season 2?
I think we should just get into season 2.
Yeah, I think that's what the viewers want. Let's just
not torture them.
Yeah, I know, right? Also, let's come to understanding. We're not gonna do the OVA. Like, we're just gonna go straight into season 2.
Yes.
So just FYI, guys, OVA sounds cool, but we're going to go on the side of caution and just take the story as it goes in canon and just go straight into season 2.
Yeah.
No delays, no nothing. We're on our way. Plus Ultra.
Exactly. Now, one question. Okay, this is a crazy theory that I just had.
Okay.
All right. For finding out who the betrayer is, right? Usually in anime, whenever you have someone that's secretly a villain, they will either A, have a really intricate character design, or 2, a very, very deep voice. I'm looking at you, Kirei. Like, so do you think we could apply any of that logic to figure out who the betrayer is?
Unless the master, who had the very Aizen, almost, actually no, his voice sounded more like Kirako from he was one of the captains in Bleach.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yada. Yeah. That guy's voice had a very deep villain voice.
That's true.
It wasn't but if that guy is secretly the betrayer, like
he's actually one of the people,
like the cop is actually some insanely strong person hiding their quirk all this time or something, whatever. I think that has the potential for it, but the more and more I think about like who the betrayer is, I think it's more and more that they're some kind of regular villain elite like person.
Okay.
They're
sure.
not
the big...
main villains.
Yeah, okay.
No, they're a side villain that's going to be really annoying. They're kind of like the Neo of Ruby, you know, of the
Sure.
show, where they're constantly mucking up things and they're untouchable, but they're definitely not a main villain by any means.
Doesn't even know.
They're just a plot point that's going to be used in the future,
right?
And then eventually heroes will discover it or something.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, this has been really fun, guys. We're looking
has.
forward to discussing the new stuff we're going to get in season 2, which we'll be getting to immediately next week. So look forward to that, and we'll see you all then. So until next time, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.